Hey, what's going on, summoners? My name is Crumbs, and today we're going to be breaking down how you can hit Diamond this season. We know it can seem intimidating to climb to the top 1% of players, but with that being said, with enough practice and willpower, anything is possible. We'll be covering key fundamentals that'll make your grind far more productive. Regardless, let's dive right into the video and get you guys on your way to some sweet LP. In today's video, we'll be breaking down fundamentals, but before then, it's important to understand what they actually are. In League, it's incredibly important to have solid fundamentals if you're looking to climb. Of course, being a mechanical genius can get you pretty far, but if you're truly looking to grow, you need to learn the game. On the surface, League of Legends is just one team killing the other in order to destroy the Nexus. However, it's far more intricate and can honestly be pretty complicated if you dive too deep. There are so many mechanics like counting waves for dives, knowing how to rotate vision, playing parallel bot lane, managing your wave state, etc. Having a strong set of fundamentals allows you to apply your knowledge of the game in nearly any situation. If you're autofilled, if your main gets banned, whatever it may be, your fundamentals will be enough to carry you through the game. We know we've said fundamentals about 10 times in this video already, but it's because of how important they are. While we will be walking you through some of the most vital fundamentals in the game, there we go again, some people don't learn as great through video, so if you need some extra help and really want to step your game up, then be sure to check us out at ProGuides.com. We offer tons of unique guides like this from some of your favorite professional players. But if courses and lessons aren't your thing, don't worry. We have challenger level coaches that are available 24/7 to help you out. So what are you waiting for? Go check us out and join the Pro Guides family. Nonetheless, let's get back into the video and dive into our first step to hitting Diamond. If you're looking to hit Diamond, one of the most important things that slips past people is their CS numbers. Being able to maintain high CS is incredibly important as it provides you with all the gold you'll need to 1v9 your games. While the importance of your CS varies depending on your role, it's a good rule of thumb to always try to average above 6 CS per minute unless you're a support. If you're in a carry role like an AD carry or a power farming mid, then just aim for 10 every game. Now you may be saying, but Crumbs, not even pro players hit 10 CS per minute. And you'd be right, pro players may not hit 10 CS every game, but they will always strive for it. Pushing yourself to always farm more and increase your CS numbers will ensure that you maintain a high average. This, in turn, will let you buy more items before your enemy, reduce your dumb deaths because you'll be farming instead, and overall will improve your gameplay. While we're on the topic of CSing, it's also important to constantly practice your wave management. We won't be breaking down the intricacies of wave states in this video, but don't worry, we offer an amazing guide elsewhere. A great way to practice your wave management is to ask yourself what the wave is doing and where it will be in the next 30 seconds. Will this wave become a slow push and crash into the turret? Does it push back to you? If the enemy crashed the wave, what if they freeze it and prep you to get ganked? It's questions like these that will always keep you moving and at the top of your game. Continue to push your understanding of wave management by any means. Another great way you can improve is to watch a pro player and pause the video before they hit the wave. Try to predict what they're going to aim for and see if you're right. If you misunderstood why they went for a certain wave state, then ask yourself what the reason could have been. While you're on your climbing journey, you'll also have to pick up some basic macro. There are tons of complex rotations and movements that happen in competitive play, but when it comes to solo queue, you can pick up simple ones pretty quickly. A great example of basic macro is where bot laners move after the laning phase. After they take their turret, they either go mid or top to take the next turret and break open the map. Mid is usually better since it puts them in a position to roam to help their allies, but if they can easily break top, then they will. Another great movement is when you're playing a mid lane assassin. You'll want to be in the side lanes and shove out the waves, but afterwards, be sure to sit in the jungle and roam around. It's important that you catch the waves to avoid falling behind, but sitting in the jungle will let you quickly rotate to a free kill. If you're looking to improve your macro, a great rule of thumb is to always be on the same side as the objective unless you have teleport. While there are a few exceptions to this, it'll work with nearly any team composition. Playing on the same side as the objective will let you prep vision for it and quickly rotate to kill it. That being said, if you know you and your allies aren't looking to fight it, then use the time elsewhere. Instead of running in circles waiting for them to take the dragon, go shove top or mid and take a turret in exchange. Overall, macro is a pretty difficult concept for many players to pick up on. That being said, it's also something that will stick with you once you understand it, so it's worth investing your time in it. Always ask yourself why players are moving to a certain location and what the benefits could be. Maybe you saw Sneaky move into the top lane at 6 minutes and are confused, but if you paid attention, you realize he got a free recall and can now fight at the first Herald since it's important for his team. Speaking of teams, it can be really hard to have a strong mental while trying to climb. Between inting Yasuos, toxic Dravens, and AFK top laners, you have a lot to deal with. This is why mental fortitude and team morale is so important. Being the person that flames your allies won't win you more games, but being completely cut out of chat also may not be the best move. Be sure to cheer your allies on for great plays and make some shot calls to keep the game going. Trust us, no one plays better when having to deal with constant trash talk or attitudes. If you're feeling a bit toxic, try typing the message out and then just delete it. Not only will this save your team's mental as a whole, but it'll keep you from completely tilting and losing the game for no real reason. While we're speaking of mental fortitude, be sure to keep your own mental strong. This is done by taking breaks, eating, drinking water, getting enough sleep. Of course, we would all love to just grind out 20 games of League a day and be fine, but that's just not how our bodies work. Instead of forcing yourself to play 10 plus games a day, try balancing it with a few try hard and a few fun matches. Let's do a simple schedule that will optimize your play. You can eat and drink some water before playing, warm up in practice tool or a normal match, then play 3 to 4 try hard matches. Regardless of if you win or lose, stop at that last match. Afterwards, you can take a look at any notes you wrote about your games today and just have fun. Play some normals and try something new, spam some ARAMs with friends, or play a different game altogether. Whatever it takes for you to relax, be sure to do it. You play significantly better when your health is taken care of and you keep your mind right. If you're tilted after a game, take a break, drink some water, and walk around or watch a YouTube video. Now that we've hammered it into our heads that mental is super important, let's not forget about our favorite Pro Guides tradition. Today, we want to ask you all, what is one way you get yourself to untilt? Personally, I like to take long walks by myself, and I know it's a meme, but I'll go touch some grass, and when I come back to the computer, I am fresh, I am brand new, and I am entirely in the zone. Now, everyone has their own way of reducing stress and regaining focus, so I shared mine. Let's see what yours is. Regardless of what your answer may be, let us know in the comment section down below. Nonetheless, let's get back into the video and dive into our last few key points for getting yourself into Diamond. Pulling us back into the video, we have the extremely important and easiest way to hit Diamond, limiting your champ pool. We're sure you've heard it time and time again that you should one-trick a champ to climb. Unfortunately, we're not here to argue that point. If you're really looking to grind to Diamond this season, then it's vital that you have a small champ pool. Not only will this smaller pool let you understand every matchup, but it'll let you focus on your fundamentals during games. Think of it this way. Let's say you have 100 points of focus. If you constantly switch champs, then you have to allocate 60 points to piloting that new champion. The other 40 are used in your macro, wave management, map awareness, jungle tracking, vision control, etc. When you decide to one-trick a champion, you can swap these points around for an easier time. You won't need 60 points to pilot your champion because it'll be muscle memory and you'll know how the matchup works. This can give you 20 extra points to put into the rest of the game. Now, one-tricking is not for everyone. Some of you get bored extremely easily, myself included, and cannot fathom playing the same champion for hundreds of games. Well, if you're not able to successfully one-trick, then it's best to simply reduce your champion pool size. Rather than play every AD carry in the game, try playing 2 to 3 with a similar playstyle. A great example would be Kai'Sa, Vayne, and Samira, as they all share similar styles. Speaking of styles, it's important to understand how your champion focus, what your role's purpose is, and what kind of playstyle that creates. Let's go through a few generic styles of play that are seen in each role. In top lane, you can opt for a split pushing role that plays to generate pressure for your allies and takes turrets if left alone. This is usually fulfilled by champions like Fiora, Tryndamere, or Yorick. You could also opt to be a tank player who loves to be a beefy frontline for their allies with someone like Ornn or Malphite. Or maybe you like something in the middle and want to be a fighter that can sustain in long fights by picking up someone like Riven or Darius. Taking a look at the jungle, you can go for tons of different styles of play. You can be a late game hyper carry by farming and taking objectives with someone like Kindred or Karthus, or if you're a fan of making early plays, you can look to be a ganking jungler by picking up Jarvan or Nunu. Some people are big fans of invading champs that want to fight a ton early, so they tend to go for Xin Zhao or Nidalee. Moving mid, you have some of the most versatile playstyles in the game. You can be an assassin who is constantly looking to kill the enemy carry with someone like Zed or Qiyana. You can play for zone control and strategically manage teamfights as a control mage with someone like Malzahar or Orianna. Or you can be a simple mage that wants to deal constant magic damage while also providing some type of crowd control like Zoe or Syndra. Pulling us down to the AD carries, you can go for a few generic roles like a hyper carry. Jinx and Aphelios are always looking to hit their 3-item spike and wipe games with their massive DPS. You could look at early game carries who want to destroy their laners by picking someone like Draven or Caitlyn. Maybe you're more of a mid-game mastermind who wants to win through sheer power like Ezreal or Kai'Sa, or maybe you don't even want to play AD carries at all and you'd rather play mages in the bot lane like Veigar or Ziggs. Finally, we have a few different support playstyles. You can look to empower your allies by playing enchanters like Lulu or Yuumi. Sometimes you like being the carry and want to deal tons of damage by playing Senna or Brand, or maybe you're a fan of the engage and hyper tank role, so you can opt for a Nautilus or Leona instead. Overall, there are a ton of different playstyles in League, and it's important to find one you're comfortable with and get familiar with it. Know what the purpose of your role is and be sure to master its execution. Now, before we close out the video, if you want to join an amazing community of people like you that love lists, talk pieces, and other things like this, check out our Discord using the link found in the description below. So what are you waiting for? Join! Nonetheless, let's get back into the video and go through our closing thoughts. Before we let you all go, we want to remind you to take your time. Be patient with your progress and give yourself space to breathe. Not everyone can climb as easily as others make it seem. Some of you may struggle for months to even see slight progress, but that's okay. Acknowledge your improvement and embrace the struggle. To truly climb, you have to practice and keep learning. We believe that you can do it, and so does the rest of the Pro Guides family. Regardless, thank you all so much for watching. And that sums up our video for today. Don't forget to join our Pro Guides family over at ProGuides.com, where we offer exclusive giveaways and classes that you won't catch anywhere else. So stay tuned and like, comment, and subscribe on this video. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching once again. Good luck on the Rift, and may the LP gods smile down upon you.